What if we told you there's a city where millionaires sip milk tea beside street vendors, skyscrapers are shaped by ancient energy beliefs, and the world's tiniest homes sit next to billion-dollar condos? Welcome to Hong Kong, a city of extremes, contradictions, and surprises, ready to uncover the 18 strangest truths hiding in plain sight? Let's dive in. The most densely populated place on Earth. Welcome to Hong Kong, the most densely populated urban region on the planet. Located at the strategic gateway to Southeast China, this metropolis is an electrifying fusion of East and West, ancient tradition and futuristic ambition. Despite covering just 1,104 square kilometers, smaller than Los Angeles, Hong Kong is home to over 7.4 million people. Nowhere is this intensity more visible than in Kowloon Walled City's former site, where density once hit over 3.2 million people per square mile before its demolition. Today, Mong Kok and Sham Shui Po are among the world's busiest districts, with residential towers so tightly packed they block out the sun. This concrete jungle experiences a humid subtropical monsoon climate, with steamy summers, dense humidity, and annual typhoons that slam the coast. Yet, hidden within this vertical chaos is unexpected serenity. 40% of Hong Kong's land is reserved for nature, lush hiking trails in Sai Kung, wild monkeys in Kam Shan Country Park, and white sand beaches like Shek O and Tai Lung Wan offer locals an escape without leaving the city. Since its handover from Britain in 1997, Hong Kong has operated under the One Country, Two Systems policy. It has its own legal system, currency, HKD, passport, and government, though recent years have seen growing tensions with Beijing. Still, the city remains a powerhouse of autonomy and diversity. The people? 92% are ethnic Han Chinese, and Cantonese is the mother tongue. But with English as an official language and used widely in business, signage, and education, Hong Kong is as global as it is local. The place with the most millionaires in the world. For the ultra-rich, Hong Kong is a dream realized. With over 500,000 millionaires and one of the highest densities of billionaires per capita, this city has become the undisputed capital of wealth in Asia. Here, Rolls-Royce and Lamborghinis hum quietly through Central, while skyscrapers like the Bank of China Tower and IFC2 house the region's top financial players. Real estate is so valuable that a single parking space in the Peak has sold for over almost $1.3 million. Want a house on Mount Nicholson Road? Be prepared to pay over $100 million, if there's even anything available. But why so many millionaires? Tax heaven. Hong Kong has no sales tax, no capital gains tax, no inheritance tax, and personal income tax maxes out at 15%. Compare that to 37 to 45% in the US or Europe. And it's easy to see why global wealth flocks here. You earn more, and you keep more. Beyond finance, Hong Kong is a magnet for entrepreneurs, crypto investors, art dealers, and luxury retailers. Events like Art Basel Hong Kong, the Hong Kong Jockey Club, and the Sevens Rugby Tournament are regular playgrounds for the elite. The beautiful and surprising women of Hong Kong. Hong Kong women are a captivating paradox of tradition and modernity. Educated, ambitious, and fashion-forward, they are often bilingual, globally connected, and fiercely independent, yet deeply rooted in family values and cultural pride. Beauty here is subtle and elevated. Think porcelain skin, minimalist makeup, and elegant silhouettes, often blending international fashion with traditional touches like silk cheongsams. But don't be fooled by the elegance. These women negotiate mergers by day and scale mountain trails by dawn. Take a walk through Soho or Causeway Bay, and you'll see them juggling phones, wearing power suits, and sipping Hong Kong-style milk tea like it's fuel for world domination. Many live independently in upscale high-rises, enjoy luxury skincare routines, and regularly travel across Asia for both work and leisure. Despite the glam, they maintain a quiet discipline. Education is a top priority. Many women here hold MBAs, speak multiple languages, and run their own businesses. They thrive in sectors like finance, tech, fashion, and media. They're not easily impressed, so if you're curious how to win their hearts, you'd better bring more than flowers. Try intelligence, humor, emotional maturity, and an appreciation for good dim sum. The world's longest escalator system. Only in Hong Kong can a commute turn into an adventure. The Central Mid-Levels Escalator, the longest outdoor covered escalator system in the world, is a beloved lifeline in the city's chaotic terrain. Stretching over 800 meters and climbing a vertical rise of 135 meters, this engineering wonder connects the bustling business district of Central with the quiet hillside residential neighborhoods of mid-levels. Built in the 1990s to ease urban congestion, the system features 18 escalators and 3 moving walkways. Mornings? It flows downhill, serving the office crowd. Afternoons until midnight? Uphill only, taking residents home after a long day. But the real magic is what's around it. The escalator winds through Old Town Central, where traditional Dai Pai Dong's street food stalls share the block with sleek wine bars, boutique fashion shops, hipster coffee roasters, art galleries, and Michelin-starred restaurants. For locals, it's practical. For visitors, it's iconic. For everyone, it's a ride through the heart of Hong Kong's vertical soul. The airport built on an artificial island. Hong Kong International Airport, HKIA, isn't just one of the busiest airports in the world. It's a marvel of engineering built entirely on reclaimed land. Opened in 1998, HKIA was created by flattening 2 islands, Chek Lap Kok and Lam Chau, and reclaiming 9.38 kilometers of sea, resulting in a 12.5 square kilometer platform large enough to host 2 runways, massive terminals, and future expansion zones. Designed by world-renowned architect Sir Norman Foster, the airport handles over 70 million passengers annually and serves as a major transit hub connecting east and west. It has consistently ranked among the top airports globally for efficiency and punctuality. But HKIA is more than a transit point. It's a destination in itself. Inside, travelers can enjoy luxury boutiques, Michelin-starred dim sum at Tim Ho Wan, a movie theater, and even an indoor golf simulator. The Sky Bridge, opened in 2022, offers panoramic views of the airfield and is the world's longest airside bridge for the largest aircraft. HKIA is a symbol of Hong Kong's vision, building the impossible on water. The city that eats the most seafood per capita. Seafood is to Hong Kong what pasta is to Italy. With over 66 kiloliters of seafood consumed per person annually, Hong Kong tops the global chart for seafood consumption per capita. From extravagant banquets to street food carts, the ocean's bounty is everywhere. In Sai Kung, fishermen unload live catches onto floating markets. Customers choose fish, prawns, or mantis shrimp, which are cooked to order in waterfront restaurants. At Lei Yue Mun, you dine with the waves below your feet, feasting on lobster noodles, black bean clams, and scallops baked with garlic vermicelli. Signature dishes like steamed garupa, abalone, braised in oyster sauce, and salt and pepper cuttlefish are staples at both weddings and business banquets. And during Lunar New Year, dried seafood like sea cucumber and dried oysters are believed to bring fortune and longevity. Despite limited fishing waters, Hong Kong imports over 90% of its seafood, mainly from Japan, Southeast Asia, and Australia, fueling a multi-billion-dollar industry. Seafood isn't just food here, it's culture, status, and identity. Inside Hong Kong's coffin-sized apartments, beneath the skyline of luxury towers lies a harsh truth: some of the world's smallest and most expensive homes. In areas like Sham Shui Po and To Kwa Wan, over 200,000 residents live in subdivided coffin homes, cubicles as small as 1.5 to 3 square meters. These spaces often lack windows, bathrooms, and kitchens. Residents share narrow hallways and communal toilets. A single subdivided flat, originally 400 square feet, can be sliced into 20 tiny units, with rents ranging from $200 to $300 per month. These aren't slums in the traditional sense. They're in legal high-rises, occupied by elderly citizens, low-income workers, or single men who can't afford better. Some even have full-time jobs, but are forced to live in these units due to soaring property prices. The average price per square foot in Hong Kong is the highest in the world, even above New York and London. The government has promoted micro-apartments and container homes, but critics argue they are merely sanitized versions of the same crisis. No space, no dignity, no future. Life in Hong Kong. To live in Hong Kong is to embrace contrast. One moment you're squeezing through a jam-packed MTR train. The next, you're sipping tea beside a centuries-old temple. Morning starts with the scent of dim sum steamers as elderly gather at tea houses to read the newspaper and chat. Children in uniforms line up at cha-chan tangs for pineapple buns and milk tea before school. By noon, the city hums with deal-making and lunch breaks, while streets fill with the clink of chopsticks and the buzz of tram bells, the iconic ding-dings. At night, Temple Street comes alive with fortune tellers, neon signs, and sizzling woks. Rooftop bars in Tsim Sha Tsui offer skyline views that rival any in the world, while couples stroll hand-in-hand along the harbor promenade. Here, hard work is a virtue, but so is the pursuit of small joys. An egg tart from Tai Cheong Bakery, a ferry ride across Victoria Harbor, or a weekend hike in Dragon's Back. Hong Kong is chaos and calm, ambition and nostalgia. A city you feel, not just see. The world's most lawless city, Kowloon Walled City. Once called the most densely populated place in human history, Kowloon Walled City was a dystopian walls of 300 interconnected buildings crammed into just 2.6 hectares, the size of a football field. At its peak, 50,000 residents lived here, without formal governance. It started as a Qing military fort, but after World War II and during British colonial ambiguity, it became a legal gray zone. That vacuum created a self-sustained society of clinics, factories, restaurants, and homes, all stacked chaotically. There were no building permits. Electricity was stolen. Water was piped illegally. Sunlight barely reached the lower levels, and crime syndicates ran everything from gambling dens to unlicensed dentists. But surprisingly, most residents lived peacefully, running small businesses, raising families, and forging a sense of community in the vertical slum. In 1993-1994, the city was demolished and replaced with Kowloon Walled City Park, a serene, Chinese-style garden filled with stone pathways, pavilions, and historical displays. But the legend of Kowloon lives on in movies, video games, and urban myths, a symbol of freedom, ingenuity, and survival amid neglect. A city that believes in Feng Shui? In Hong Kong, Feng Shui isn't superstition, it's a strategy. Nearly every skyscraper, luxury home, and shopping mall is designed with qi, energy flow, in mind. Even the skyline reflects careful alignment. ASBC's headquarters is shaped to draw prosperity from Victoria Peak, while the Bank of China Tower's sharp edges were once blamed for financial misfortune. It's not just architecture. Wealthy families pay top Feng Shui masters to choose baby names, wedding dates, or even advise on stock investments. Some property developers add 8s to apartment numbers to boost value, since 8 sounds like prosperity in Cantonese, while avoiding 4, which sounds like death. In homes, mirrors are positioned to deflect negative energy, fish tanks are placed to bring wealth, and bed orientation can make or break a relationship. Even fast food chains like McDonald's and KFC consult Feng Shui experts before opening new branches. In Hong Kong, success is built not only on hard work, but harmony with the invisible. Hong Kong's most famous tourist attractions. From cloud-piercing peaks to laser-lit harbors, Hong Kong is a city where every corner tells a story. Victoria Peak is the highest point on Hong Kong Island, offering breathtaking panoramic views of the skyline, Victoria Harbour, and distant mountains. Hop on the historic Peak Tram, a century-old funicular that climbs steep slopes and gives you a surreal view as buildings appear to tilt with the angle. Hong Kong Disneyland may be smaller than its Western counterparts, but it's packed with unique East meets West charm. You'll find themed zones like Iron Man, Ant-Man, and Star Wars, along with Mickey Mouse-shaped dim sum. Every evening, parades and fireworks add magic to the night. The Avenue of Stars is Hong Kong's version of the Hollywood Walk of Fame, stretching along the Tsim Sha Tsui waterfront. Statues of Bruce Lee, Anita Mui, and Jackie Chan stand proudly, surrounded by handprints of local film legends. It's also one of the best spots to enjoy a full skyline view. At exactly 8 p.m., the Symphony of Lights begins, where more than 40 buildings on both sides of Victoria Harbour light up in a synchronized display of music, lasers, and LEDs. The best viewing spots are from the Star Ferry or the Tsim Sha Tsui Promenade. Just 20 minutes from the city center, Repulse Bay offers a clean, man-made beach with shant white sand, clear waters, and towering luxury residences in the background. The area is also home to colorful temples featuring dragon sculptures and protective deities. Asia's sleepless shopping paradise. Shopping in Hong Kong isn't just a pastime, it's a national sport. With zero VAT, no sales tax, and an endless flow of imported goods, the city is one of the best shopping destinations on the planet. If you're into luxury, head to Central, Admiralty, or Tsim Sha Tsui, where you'll find flagship stores for Louis Vuitton, Cartier, Chanel, Hermes, and Rolex. Malls like IFC Mall, Harbor City, and Pacific Place redefine retail luxury. If you're looking for deals, Mongkok's Ladies Market, Fa Yuen Street, and Temple Street Night Market are packed with clothes, accessories, electronics, and quirky souvenirs. Haggling isn't just accepted, it's part of the experience. For tech lovers, Golden Computer Arcade in Sham Shui Po and Wan Chai Computer Center are go-to spots for gadgets, gaming gear, and accessories, often at prices lower than in Tokyo or Seoul. During major holidays like Lunar New Year, 11.11 Singles Day, and Black Friday, shops stay opened well past midnight. Even airport duty-free stores are packed with travelers snatching up Hermes bags and high-end watches before takeoff. Rain or shine, day or night, there's always somewhere to shop in Hong Kong. Hongkongers are obsessed with milk tea. Forget cappuccinos. Hong Kong runs on milk tea. This bold, creamy drink is so iconic, it's nicknamed silk stocking milk tea for the fine cloth filter used to brew it. Hong Kong-style milk tea is made by blending 4 to 6 types of black tea, usually Ceylon, with evaporated or condensed milk. The result is a rich, slightly bitter, velvety beverage that fuels office workers, students, and shopkeepers from dawn to dusk. You'll find it everywhere, from humble cha-chanting diners to bakeries, food stalls, and upscale restaurants. Popular chains like Lanfeng Yuan and Tai Hing have their own secret formulas to perfect the balance. There's even a national milk tea competition where skilled brewers compete in categories like taste, tea blend, and pouring technique. For something stronger, try yin yang or yin yang, a half tea, half coffee fusion that packs a serious caffeine punch. Whether served hot or iced, it's a favorite among those who need a jolt to survive the city's fast pace. In Hong Kong, milk tea isn't just a drink, it's a cultural institution. One of the most expensive cities in the world. Living in Hong Kong is a serious financial challenge. Consistently ranked among the world's top 3 most expensive cities, the cost of living here is sky high, even for the wealthy. Rent is the biggest burden. A 1-bedroom apartment in Central can cost between $3,000 and $5,000 per month. Even in farther districts like Tuen Mun or Tsin Kwan O, rent ranges from $1,500 to $2,500. Buying property? Expect to pay over $2,000 per square foot, more than anywhere else in the world. Utilities like electricity, gas, and water average between $100 and $200 per month. Internet adds another $50 to $80. Dining out is part of the lifestyle, but it adds up quickly. A casual meal costs $10 to $15, while fine dining in Central can run $100 or more per person. Groceries are pricey too. Milk costs $4 to $5 per liter, bread ranges from 3/6, and beef can hit $30 per pound. Since most food is imported, prices fluctuate with global markets. Public transport, however, is relatively affordable. With the Octopus card, you can travel across the city via MTR, buses, trams, and ferries for $80–$130 per month. On average, a single person needs between $3,500 and $7,000 a month to live comfortably. For families, that figure can easily double. Hong Kong offers opportunity, excitement, and intense financial pressure. Would you live here? Comment 9 for yes, 10 for no. Great security and world-class healthcare. Hong Kong ranks among the safest cities in the world, and it's not just a statistic, it's a lived experience. Imagine walking through the neon-lit streets of Mongkok or Causeway Bay at 2 a.m., passing open shops, late-night diners, and street musicians without a flicker of fear. Street crime is rare. Violent incidents are minimal, and the city's low homicide rate consistently places it among the top 10 safest places globally. Behind this sense of safety lies a vast and sophisticated public security system. Over 50,000 surveillance cameras are installed across public spaces, shopping malls, and transport hubs, not to control people, but to protect them. Add to that a well-trained, highly visible police force and an emergency response time averaging under 5 minutes, and you have a city that genuinely looks after its people. Then there's healthcare. Affordable, efficient, and exceptionally high in quality. In Hong Kong's public hospitals, a consultation typically costs just $7 USD, and even an overnight stay may run only $10 USD. These low fees aren't a reflection of poor service. Quite the opposite. Many doctors are trained at top-tier universities in Hong Kong, the UK, or the US, and the city's hospitals are known for medical innovation, low infection rates, and advanced equipment. The private system offers another level of care, shorter wait times, personalized service, and private rooms, with consultations costing up to $300 USD. However, many residents use private insurance to cover these costs, creating a dual-tier healthcare system that still ensures universal access. All of this contributes to a remarkable result: a life expectancy of over 85 years, the highest in the world. In Hong Kong, longevity isn't just a number, it's a testament to a city that invests in both safety and well-being. A global hub for gold and jewelry exports. It might surprise you to learn that Hong Kong, despite having no natural gold reserves or mines, is one of the world's leading exporters of gold, diamonds, and luxury jewelry. This unlikely status comes from a potent combination of tax advantages, exceptional craftsmanship, and global connectivity. Because Hong Kong is a free port, imported gold and gems face no VAT, no import duties, and no restrictions. Gold flows into the city from global sources like Switzerland, South Africa, and mainland China, then is transformed into dazzling creations by skilled artisans who blend modern techniques with time-honored tradition. Some of Asia's most prestigious jewelers are based here, including Chow Tai Fook, Luk Fook, and Sei Sui Luen, whose boutiques line glittering avenues like Nathan Road, Central, and Tsim Sha Tsui. These brands compete fiercely with international powerhouses like Tiffany & Co., Cartier, and Van Cleef & Arpels, making Hong Kong one of the most competitive luxury jewelry markets on Earth. The city also hosts world-famous auctions, where rare gemstones and antique pieces fetch astronomical prices. One legendary sale saw a pink diamond ring auctioned for over $10 million USD, solidifying Hong Kong's reputation as not just a consumer capital, but a curator of wealth and elegance. In this city, luxury isn't imported. It's handcrafted, showcased, and shipped worldwide. The hardest working people on Earth. Hong Kongers are known for many things: resilience, ambition, creativity, but above all, they are known for their relentless work ethic. In a place where every inch of land is precious and time is money, hard work isn't a virtue, it's a way of life. The average work week in Hong Kong ranges from 44 to 50 hours, but for professionals in high-stakes industries like finance, law, tech, and real estate, that number can easily balloon to 60, 70, or even 80 hours per week. It's not unusual to see office lights burning into the early hours of the morning, or entrepreneurs answering emails over a midnight bowl of noodles. Adding to this intensity is the fact that Hong Kong has no legal maximum limit on working hours. Many businesses operate through weekends and public holidays. Even during major festivals like Lunar New Year, retail stores and restaurants stay open to meet relentless demand. And yet, this grind culture isn't viewed as oppression, it's embraced. That's because Hong Kong offers real rewards, competitive salaries, global career mobility, and a business ecosystem that rewards risk-taking and hustle. It's why so many young professionals from around Asia and the world flock to Hong Kong in search of opportunity. From traders battling time zones to chefs perfecting dim sum before dawn, the city runs on persistence, performance, and purpose. In Hong Kong, success isn't handed out, it's earned, hour by hour. Food and festivals, the soul of Hong Kong. If there's one thing that defines the heart and soul of Hong Kong, it's this: food and festivals. Together, they tell the story of a city that never loses touch with its culture, even as it speeds toward the future. During Lunar New Year, the city transforms. Red lanterns hang from every corner, gold calligraphy scrolls bless doorways, and the rhythmic clash of cymbals announces lion dances through crowded streets. Red envelopes called Lai Si, filled with lucky money, are passed from the married to the unmarried, from elders to the young, a sacred ritual of fortune and respect. In summer, the Dragon Boat Festival brings Hong Kong's harbors to life. Teams of rowers, their muscles glistening under the sun, paddle in perfect sync to the beat of giant drums. It's a celebration rooted in ancient legend, yet still deeply alive today. And then there's the food. Oh, the food. To visit Hong Kong is to enter a culinary wonderland. Dim sum, the crown jewel of Cantonese cuisine, offers steamed shrimp dumplings, hei gao, fluffy BBQ pork buns, char siu bao, and creamy egg tarts, all served in bamboo baskets and shared around lazy Susans. Dining isn't just about eating, it's about connection, storytelling, and joy. On the street, food stalls buzz with life. Slurp down wonton noodles, nibble on fish balls in curry sauce, or grab a bag of egg waffles fresh off the griddle. Even a late-night bowl of congee becomes a comforting ritual. Fine dining thrives here too. Michelin-starred restaurants like Lung King Heen and Amber redefine Cantonese cuisine with modern flair. But in Hong Kong, a $2 street snack and a $2 tasting menu can be equally divine. Whether it's a festival bursting with color or a simple meal shared between friends, Hong Kong's spirit lives in its flavors, traditions, and celebrations. It's a city where food and festivity go hand in hand, feeding not just the body but the soul. We've just explored 18 amazing facts about Hong Kong. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like, follow, and share. See you in the next episode.